Shalom, shalom, Joshua Allen. He was like the toss up Oklahoma. Once again, I heard the process down by Babylon the Great. First things first, turn to the east. God first word two. Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh, Hashem, God. The ancient country Hebrew tongue, created the Father, the Son, and the Spirit. Double honor. The apostle of the great millstone. Shalom. Teaching the first lesson of the truth. And shalom to brothers and sisters that's listening and studying to show yourself the truth. Ooh, gosh, so like a whole lot is going on right now in the world, especially Babylon the Great America. As you can see, the Trump administration is now about to cut food stamps. They're about to probably cut Section 8 housing in a minute. It's going to cause a lot of uproar, chaos. We just had the No King protest. It shows major division. It shows that people are not liking the so-called leader of Babylon the Great America. And you can just feel it in the air like a false flag is coming. Something big is coming. Chaos is coming. Perilous times. A lot of people are in sorrows. And with all this going on, guess what, man? We shouldn't feel like we're cooked to anything. We shouldn't feel like in a bug-out spirit. We shouldn't feel anxious. We should actually feel good because the Lord said that he was going to protect us, man. And one thing we need to do while everybody's bugging out, losing their mind of what's going on in the world, we got to focus on the rewards of Yahweh Bashmi Shot. Because we got something good coming. This place is breaking down so that our kingdom can be erected. So none of this should give us anxiety. Like, you should be really rejoicing and happy. Babylon the Great, aka America, is breaking down. And the Lord said when as it's breaking down, we should be worried about, oh man, am I gonna get caught up in an ice raid? Am I gonna get, unalive? Am I gonna have enough food to eat? All the words should come upon us like that. Because the Lord said in Isaiah 31:5, as birds flying, so the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem. Defended also, he would deliver it. And pass over, he would preserve it. The Lord just said right there that he would protect us. He would defend Jerusalem. Meaning he would defend what? The children of Israel. Because we are Jerusalem. We are a people before a place. And he said not only will he defend it, he's going to keep us from the same peril. All these plagues, he about to plague this place with. Hunger, the famine, the sword, about to plague with the sword. All the little chaos, he said he's going to defend us. And he said also deliver us. Man, we're looking for deliverance. We're looking to be beamed up on a chariot. That's going to be like the New Age ark of Noah in order to preserve us, man. The Lord said, hey, I'll preserve my hope elect. Why? Because he got plans for us, man, to put us in a righteous kingdom in order to build the earth up in righteousness. That's the whole plan right there. That's the gospel. So with that being said, if you got your faith and you believe you're a part of the Lord, your hope elect, you shouldn't be worried about what's going on. Really, shit excites you. Like, yeah, we about to get up out of it. We about to go home. I got a quick one. This is 2 Timothy 1:7. For Yahweh have not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and a sound mind. And so, hey, man, going through all this, we're going through, the Lord didn't give us a spirit of fear, man. He gave us everything we need to know and to trust and hope on in the scripture. That's why I say, study to show yourself. So we'll have a sound mind in this time. And we're not scared of what's to come because we know we're looking forward to the reward. We're looking forward to the promise of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh, which is everlasting eternal life. And the scriptures also liken this into a time of like a woman in travail. You got to go through a birth pain. You got to go through things to get the bubbles of joy at the end. So as long as you know at the end, hey, it's life everlasting. Hey, this what we got to go through now is nothing compared to that. I got another quick precept that comes back, bring it all back and forth circle. This is Psalm chapter 91. The point being verse 4, but I'm going to start at verse 1. It said that he that dwell in the secret place of the Most High. Right? Notice that he said that he, which is ultimately going into to the elect. Okay, and it said, shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in him will I trust. Okay, and so the elect is going to trust in Yahweh Shah. Okay, and it says, surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler. Okay, notice how he says, surely he will deliver thee from the snare of the fowler. Okay, this is all of these snares that Esau even been setting up. The Lord is going to deliver you from it. All right, and that's another reason. But like Dr. Han just said, okay, the Lord is going to deliver you out of that. He's gonna he's gonna protect you in those times of trouble. That's how you're gonna know that you are of the elect. All right, you have to go through that first phase, okay, in order for you to be saved by Yahweh Shah. Okay, and he said, surely he delivered thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noosome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flies by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wageth at noonday. Big right there, man. I got a precept. I want to elaborate and pull it out. Because all these things he said world something are meant to try us. The Lord has to prove who's fit for this righteous kingdom. You know, you can't just say something by your mouth and then think you're gonna get in. Nah, you got to prove it. The Lord's gonna prove it by what? Put trials in front of you. These things you got to go through, this is trials in order to prove your faith. You know, food service getting cut off. Famine about to come in. You got Esau with his ice troops. All those little troops coming in, you know, kicking the children of Israel out. You know, first they attacked Issachar and Ephraim, the northern tribe, and next they want to attack Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. You know, really all the tribes, man. Asher, Naphtali, all tribes of Israel on trial right now. That's why the devil's attacking so-called African Americans, Native Americans, and Hispanics. Because those three groups, those subgroups right there, make up the 12 tribes of Israel. And Esau right now, he's like, he's not hiding anything. The Lord got everything on Front Street. He's telling them, like, we coming for y'all. You know, that's why now the Homeland Security talk about some YNs, we're going to attack y'all. You better not interfere the process of us, you know, yanking families apart. I ain't saying nothing but the New Age KKK. That's all it is. They want to yank you out your house, send your family over here, divide the families up. But right now, they're trying to be nice. Once this thing kicks full screen, they're going to start putting hot lead to people when you don't comply. And they're creating the chaos because they got a whole new nefarious snare coming, which is going to be that mark of the beast, MOTB. They said the dollar about to collapse. This devil just sent $20 billion to Argentina when the country's already in debt. And that's to make people mad. You just cut food stamps, you're going to give money to another country after you said America first. So that just piss everybody off. And that's what they want. Is a bunch of bad people in the public make people bug out. So I'm gonna bring this out because this is going to the precepts that Brother Bayan pulled out. And this is Ecclesiasticus on Sirach 2 and 5. For gold is trials of fire, and acceptable man is the furnace of adversity. You hear that? So we being tried to do what? To prove, you know, our metal, to prove that we're worthy of their crown, which is a reward from Yahweh Shah. When that crown get, that means you get rulership. The Lord is setting us up to be rulers. And to set us up to be rulers, you got to be trying to prove. He ain't gonna just give this thing out to anybody. This ain't no free for all. He only giving this out to precious men that prove themselves to be righteous men the Lord. That's why we serve the Lord. And just to elaborate even further on that point, even when you look at the generation of old, you know, in that very same chapter, when it says, look at the generation of old and see that any man trust in the Lord and was confounded. And really, when you go back to our forefather Jacob, he was tested and tried before he got the blessing. Because you can't forget that our forefather Jacob had to wrestle with an angel before he received the blessing. All right, the same thing is going to happen with us. All right, we're going to be tried in order to receive that blessing and that reward. Okay, and so you can't think like the Christians think, where they say we're going to get raptured out of here before the trouble comes. But that's not no tribe, man. That's not proving that the Lord is going to give you that rulership, man. You know, and that really is leading you astray. You got to go do something to get that to get it, man. Like, you know, they say that in bodybuilding, man. You got to feel that pain to get the game. And like that pain is only for a short period of time. Because after a while, you didn't do that, man. You was working out, you getting big, and like that pain is really. This is Romans 8:18. For I reckon that the suffering of the present times are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. For the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the Son of Yahweh, man. And like, hey man, what we gotta go through in this present time ain't nothing compared to what we're gonna get on the back end, the rulership of the nations. Man.
put Esau in subjection, having that motherfucker under your feet, nigga, rubbing the boot on his neck, man. And like just like you've been doing to us, man. Like ruling over like the nation. Man. That's a hey being having rest, like real rest, man, because you the children of Israel, what the scripture say, I will wear out the saints. The saints are wearing out, man. We can't even have real rest in this kingdom. Man. Hey, we gotta wait till the Lord comes. That's the reward we got, man, to look forward to. That should be like a driving force. Like go through this to have real rest for eternity, everlastingness, forever.
Hey, man, feel real good too, man. Says I'm looking at Jake like, man, you got to power through this, man. Lord said He gonna give us forever peace, man, forever rest. The kingdom of heaven, man. You think about all the things that come with that, man. They come with fresh food, clean food, clean air, clean water. Like I said earlier, man, they give you a whole subjection of slaves abundant you.
Spiritual powers, new bodies.
God, man, where your body don't hurt, you don't wake up, your neck hurt, and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Your knee hurt. You know, so you got all these little ailments and this little weak flesh you got now. Like I said, having a new body gonna be great.
Yeah, you know, it hurts right now.
You know what I'm saying? So, this having where your children can play in the streets, you ain't gotta worry about nothing. You know, no worries. You know what I'm saying? You just clap your hands and they start throwing rose petals at you walk. Come on, like we think we coming to America. Hey, and keep living over like that, but the downtown's better, man. So that's a righteous reward. But to get that, you gotta go through, you know, like I said, birth pain. Like I said, man, you gotta go through a little bit of pain, man. The Lord gotta prove. So you gotta get that suffering first, or you get that eternal reward. And I got something for that too. It kind of go right up with what you quoted. And this is Ecclesiastes on Sirach 2 and 11. For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiving sins and saving in the time of affliction. So we about to get afflicted right now, man. You know what I'm saying? This devil gonna be he gonna hold up. Oh, you can't get no food. You didn't get my mark of the beast. They're gonna dang it in your face. Oh, you can't live in my concentration camp. You didn't get the mark of the beast. You know, hey, go live in the woods. You know, you little bush man. You know, he's all gonna be flexing on us. Like, yeah, you can't stand my side. You can't drive no car. You can't have no job. You can't have nothing unless you bow down to me.
Notice how it said that precept when it says save it in the time of affliction. That what time is the Lord going to save you is when you're being afflicted. Like notice he done that time and time again throughout the generation of old. When Daniel was afflicted, what was he at? In the lion's den, right? You know, when Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, when they was afflicted, what was they at? In that fiery furnace. Like that's how the Lord is going to try you, and He's going to save you in a time of affliction, man. You got to think about that. So when you think about that reward, you know that this is when the Lord is going to save you in the time of affliction, man. Like there's no way He's going to save you when nothing's going on.
Like you think about all of them did. How went through affliction? Hey, he went through both.
Hey, and then when he went through that affliction, what he had now, the right hand of the throne of Yahweh. That's
Job.
Yep.
Went through major affliction. Moses, King David.
Right.
Like you gonna have some adversity, man. You know, and you just gotta take it true. Because like when the Lord said, like He did Job, you get everything back 100-fold. The affliction is the food. It's really the test of the bones. Like matter of fact, it's like making a weapon. You a blacksmith, you put a sword in that fire, and he got to beat on that stuff, you know, to get it right, to get it the way he wanted to be made. And he got to go through fire and get beat on. It's a violent process to make that sword perfect. And that's the Lord is doing to us. As a matter of fact, I got when you bring that out, I'm gonna bring it. I got a quick
precept that's gonna back you up right here. But it said this is Acts chapter 14, verse 22. It said confirming the souls of the disciples. Notice how it said confirming. Knowing basically how he gonna confirm, right? You gotta be in that trial. You know, you gotta be in that fiery furnace. Okay, when he put you through that fire, you're like, okay, this is my first jewel. Okay, confirming the soul of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of Yahweh by Yahushua. Through much tribulation, we will enter into the kingdom of Yahweh by Yahushua, man. Think about that. We have to go through a tribulation before we enter into the kingdom. Okay, that's how it's going to work. You're not going to just walk right through it. You're going to go through a fiery trial before you enter into the kingdom of Yahweh Yahweh.
Nothing coming easy. Nothing coming easy, man. You guys are proving. See, that's one thing I know about plain Christianity. It's easy and soft. And it doesn't prepare them for what's, the sand pearls is about to go down. They don't get it what they need in order to make it through. They say, like, you just put the money in the plate, and you get to heaven when you die. That's plain Christianity right there. They don't tell you about none of the hardships. It's a feel-good sermon. You get a little dance. They hype you up, put some money in the plate, and that's it. And I've noticed that's why all these plain Christianity men, they bugging out right now. Because they ain't even properly built up. They're not really men. Christianity really makes you feminine and it makes you weak. But you're in the spirit of Esau. God, it makes you docile. And now they like, with all this bait stuff coming on, Esau, the sword coming. I know they're not ready for, the heat. They're not ready for it at all. That's why, like, we over here, about a plus that's great meal stuff, we 100% truth. And they give it to you straight raw, uncut. Like, hey, Jacob Trouble is coming. They said they don't talk about Jacob Trouble in Christianity. They'll talk about Esau. They don't talk about their enemy. They just think Jesus is all love. That's how they look at it. And everything gonna go good as long as you go to church and pay your tithe. And leaving them astray. When they say Jesus is all love, and then when you read the scripture, when he said, "Think not that I come to bring peace on the earth, I came not to bring peace for the sword." How was that love? Like, how is that love when he said he's bringing the sword? All right, this is red letter we talk about. Okay, that's why we get on to the damn plantation Christian pastors, because they leading you astray. It's point blank period. They're talking about the hardships and tribulation that's coming.
Right.
You even got some Hebrew Israelite camps that got into that bold of saying that too. Look at IUIC. Bishop Nate, he ain't nothing but Christianity with a Hebrew Israelite twist. That's all he is. And so I got this right here. It's Isaiah 41 and 13. For I, the Lord, thy God, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee. Verse 14. Fear not thy worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, said the Lord, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. And he said, fear not thy worm Jacob. Right now we're like worms. We can't do nothing about Esau, Edom's wicked devices, what he got going. This devil has his whole system turned to a dragon. This devil went from a serpent to a dragon. He has a strong military. As far as compared to us, he's strong. We ain't got no tanks. We ain't got no F-16s. We ain't got no boats in the oceans or nothing like that. All we got, is Yahweh Shah. And he said, like I said, yea, men of Israel, because the Lord is calling this man first. Then it comes to the women and the children, but he needs his men first. Because men have that measure of faith that's real, real strong. But I notice women ain't got it like that. They don't. That's why he wants men to handle the ministry, because the burden is on the man. Because the man is the strongest creation he made as far as humans go. It's the man, it's not the woman. And see, Esau want to flip that, and that's why he's been able to dominate the so-called black community. Because the woman rules the black community. The woman rules Presbyterian Christianity Church. And she's easy to deceive because she's emotional. So you can just run her emotions and she'll just go anywhere, She's like what the scripture say, toss every wind and fro. That's the woman. But the man can be solid. A man is logical. A man has that measure of faith. That's why he said, my flock, my pasture, my flock are men. Lucifer praising. Because the men have a measure of faith. He talked to the men first. That's why the men of the Lord, he said men of the Lord, not women of the Lord, men. The disciples, Yahushua went out and got men. He ain't getting no women. He went out and got men. Yahushua is a man. Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, comes in a masculine spirit. And that spirit is coming back. That's why that red pill is dominating everything. Because it's coming back, in style. And that's why Esau can't get it going. Esau ruled with feminism. He put the woman on top. Woman worship. He called the God of heaven. Oh, that's getting his face plant right now. Lord, like, nah, we see the scenario. Gay men. The queen of heaven spirit, right? So they ain't calling the men. And that's why, because we've been redeemed. We're in the spirit of being redeemed. The Lord has a righteous reward for his being Israel, man. He gonna make us king. That's why Yahushua is known as Lord of Lords, King of Kings. King is a gender type of role right there. You don't get no woman to be a king. You get a man to be the king. King's gonna rule once again. That's why Yahushua coming with crowns. He will put crowns upon the men of Israel's head. Because we're being redeemed. And I'm going to get this right here. I talk about being made a weapon. And this Isaiah 41:15 says, behold, I will make thee a new short threshing instrument, having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and thou shalt make the hills as chaff. The Lord raising his men up to be a counter to Esau, Edom, so-called white man who's the devil in the flesh. That's what's about to happen right now. And everybody can feel it. So Esau right now, he's trying to counter that with his technology, AI. He's going to use that mark of the beast, and he's hoping every man in Israel will take it to offset, Yahushua giving his men back. Because Yahushua's men are going to have that MOTB in them. They're going to resist that. They're going to stand tall. Even in the face of that. He's somebody that burning that gun at your head like, hey, man, pronounce Yahushua right now. We're going to pull this trigger. Ben Lord like, hey, man, pull it. If that's what you got to do. Hey, I'm standing, hey, I'm giving my life for this truth. That's why I said make your body live a sacrifice. We wasn't to give our life for this truth, because guess what? Yahushua did the same thing. He gave his life for the nation of Israel. So we got to be in that same steed. And that right there, when you're not afraid of death, that's the type of thing that's going to scare Esau, because that's the only thing he got to really, really try to, really influence you with or scare you with. If you're not afraid of death, the devil ain't got nothing left to scare you with. Like, goddamn, what now? What I'm going to do? He ain't even scared to die. Can't even fear him. But since you in Isaiah 41, you might as well get 10. Okay. Let's go 10. This is Isaiah 41:10. It says, fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy Yahweh. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will hold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. Who's the right hand of righteousness? That's Yahweh, man. He said, fear not, man. Like, we ain't gonna fear because we got the Lord promised that he's gonna uphold us with the right hand of his righteousness. That's a promise. So hey, you gotta go through some stuff. Okay, sure. But hey, Yahweh Shai is there to protect us, man. And he said we are all in the palm of his hands, and he ain't never let one of us go. Who's the elect, man? So there's nothing like, hey, this is just a little short time we gotta go through before we get righteousness, man. And just like the brother said, man, putting hell on Esau, man. You can read that in something to look forward to. This is Psalms 2 and 8. It says, ask of me, and I will give thee the heathen for an inheritance. Hey, the Lord gave Yahweh that. Yahweh said he was going to split his inheritance with the children of Israel. That's us, man. So if we're going to have power over the heathens. And it says, for thy inheritance is the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Man, we're going to do everything. Hey, rulership. Man. It says, thou shalt break them with the rod of iron, and thou shalt dash them into pieces like a potter's vessel, man. Just like they did to us. We're going to get that double back, man. That's something to look forward to. They did us, we're going to give them to them double. I got it. This is great. I got to put something back to exactly what you said, too, man. This is Luke 18:7. Shall not God avenge his own elect, which call day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? Verse 8, I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth? And the question, that answer is yes, he will. Yes, he'll find faith. Because we got faith. So that's what the Lord likes, is what he needs right there. Like, you believe in Yahweh Shai with your whole heart, that right there is enough for him to avenge you, man. The Lord gonna show that he loves the nation of Israel. He's chosen us. He just been waiting on us to get our act together. Jake been going off for so long, going off. They said that Esau had us a Christianity for the longest. We just not coming out that hole, man. A lot of us just not coming into this thing away. The 2000s, the late 2000s that we looking at right now, 2010, 2018, whatever, we just not coming about that hole, man. So we got to get this sin up off us, get our faith up, and the Lord said, what in the great, I will avenge my elect, because he loves his elect. So the Lord ready to put the dukes on Esau, so Esau like, hey, man, I ain't loved you. I just said to teach my nation a lesson. That's all that was. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and if you look at Esau's rulership, it's trash. He's not about to destroy the earth. So the Lord didn't choose them. They're not chosen. The Lord wants Yahshua Allah. He just don't want us to be acting like Esau. If you look at our nation, 2/3, they act like Esau. That's why you see why the Lord had a problem with us.
It's in our law too. If you really think about it, when it says following out the ways of the heathen, that's our law. And that's how you know the Lord want us to be holy. You know, that's what he said. He commanded us to be separate. All right, and so that's why he used Esau, Edom, and the other nations to punish us. Okay, and he basically be teaching us a lesson. But you know, he made the world for our sake. Okay, so real quick, I'm gonna read this quick precept and go back up with the bunch said. Right, Revelation chapter 13 and 10. And it says, Revelation 13 and 10. It said, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. And here is the patience and the faith of the saints. All right? There's the patience and the faith of the saints. Which is going right back to what the Mahayah just read. All right? Try to be faith on the earth. All right? This is what we patiently wait on. We have faith enough to know that the Lord is going to put these heathen in our possession. So we're going to dash them in pieces like a pot of vessel. You know, just like the Dr. Hans did great. Right?
That's a everything we gotta go through, knowing that, hey man, we got this coming to us. Hey, all we gotta do is just survive this, man, make it through this. But take on the test of the Lord and come out, as gold is tried, shining, clean, pure. I got a quick one. This is 2 Corinthians 4. I'm gonna start at 16, 20 to 17. It said, for which causes we think not, but through the outward man may perish, the inward man is renewed day by day. So you might have to go do some stuff. Our body might perish, but our inward man, hey, it grew. And what the scripture say, hey, dead in Christ shall rise first. That's what we're doing. Hey, even if our outward perish, hey, our inward man was, hey, we was building that man up, man, through the Spirit. Verse 17. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceedingly and eternal weight of glory, man. Hey, this light affliction is working us for eternal glory, man. Eternal glory. That should help you keep on pushing in this truth, no matter what you got to go.
I got one right here. It's kind of gonna go. Piece got been pulling on, man. We're gonna keep it running, baby. It's going like spirit flowing. This Isaiah 54:17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and the righteousness is of me, said the Lord. The Lord right there said, no weapon formed against thee shall prosper. So that's why we look at Esau and like, ain't nothing you got gonna work, bro. Nothing you got. Not your AI, not your weapons of mass destruction, not your guns, not your soldiers. Like, I'm looking at Esau like lunch meat, man. Ain't nothing you got gonna work. Why? Because, hey, the Lord is with us. And we believe that wholeheartedly. And once you believe that wholeheartedly, man, Esau ain't got nothing for you, man. Let's go also into what's that? Numbers 23 and 23, no enchantment is against Jacob, Lucy found praises. That's why even like me and I was talking about the start of camp in the car. Like everything Esau Edom was doing is falling flat, man. His witchcraft is done. Lost the nerves, his enchantments ain't working. That's why the devil frustrated. He can't really run a scenario like he used to. He can set back, put the agenda out, and Jacob go for it. Now it's not working because the whole collect, we don't go for Esau's enchantments no more. And now the Lord is starting to uplift us and put us on a platform to where the 2/3 are now starting to sway from Esau. Like, hey, I'm gonna kind of roll with the brothers on the block, even though they ain't gonna have the integrity and the faith to go all the way with it, but they're breaking away. And that's why Esau's losing his power structure. Because, like, we were talking earlier on TikTok, a lot of your musical artists now are people that's regular people in the crowd. Esau ain't got that sway where he used to like find somebody, make them sell out, and they push the agenda. Everybody watch people on TikTok. Everybody ain't paying attention to his musical art. Anybody watching basketball and football like that? These two athletes are boring. They're not entertainment. His entertainment is falling apart. And now there's new stuff coming that's more organic. That's really clowning him, showing he's exposed, he's uncovered. Because now Jake been a comedian, all they doing is mocking Esau. Esau now is a mockery. Hey, when they go into a shameless funeral, they're going. Everybody clowning their leaders in Congress. Mitch McConnell up here falling out. You ask him a question like a little child. You know what I'm saying? Jake clowning that. They clowning them that prayer. I want my own halftime show. I don't want no Mexican speaking dude. I didn't like that Kingdom Hearts halftime show. I don't like the Jake and Shine. I need my own from that Turning Point USA. They're trying to get they dudes for it. Even Edomites don't like Esau no more. We just had with the last camp. We don't like Trump. We don't like him. They just had a whole no king protest showing that Trump ain't got juice like that no more. He's losing Becca. Becca is split. They're talking about we're the purple now. We need to all come together. I'm like, oh man, that means hey, he ain't got juice no more. So we the Lord got hey, we look at our enemy, he's scrambling. He's over scrambling, man. He's scrambling like Tony Romo can't get it together. So with that being said, why should we fear this devil? We out here bold as a lion. We got the juice behind the Lord, put that wind behind our back, man. They ground is firm on our feet. We standing 10 toes down in this truth. And it's busting up this whole kingdom. And this place is falling real fast. Everything is coming apart for Esau. And then Jake, we over here getting it together. Coming together good. Hey, you got Ben Lord putting the beat down on Esau. He trying to threaten him with the blessing. Ben Lord, hey, and it was so spring, the Lord took the blessing from him. Like, yeah, devil. It's a little whack, little BB gun. Stop beat, hey, get that devil a whooping in front of everybody. They went viral. They told him, man, don't quit threatening people with guns, man. God. Walking down with his ass. That's good. That's right. The Lord gonna break Esau's blessing, man. His blessing was temporary. Our blessing, like I said earlier, is eternal, forever. That blessing is rulership. We get back in the rulership, man. All we gotta do is do our part and stand strong and firm on that righteousness. Because this devil, he gonna try to scare us, as we just seen, like I was talking about earlier. This devil tried to intimidate the man of the Lord, and it didn't work. It didn't work. It's good that you said that. I got this preach up on all this real quick. It's Matthew chapter 10 and verse 28. And it says, fear not them which kill the body, but not able to kill the soul. But rather fear him which able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Hey, so we pray the Lord, man. We don't pray Esau. When you pray the Lord tonight, Esau, it makes you look passive, man. So then when you look at the Lord, you're like, okay, the Lord, he talking to you in our scriptures. And he said, I got a righteous reward coming for y'all. I got rulership coming. Y'all gonna rule over these heathens. This devil that'll put so much affliction on you, he's gonna be under your feet. You can do him as you please, you know, in righteousness. And that's coming, man, real soon. This is Colossians 3 and 23. It says, and whatsoever ye do, do it heartily as to the Lord and not unto man. It says, knowing that of the Lord ye shall receive the reward of the inheritance, for ye serve the Lord of my God. So do whatever you gotta do for the Lord, man. Don't do it for Esau, not for man. And it says, and whatsoever you do, do it heartily as to the Lord and not to man, knowing that the Lord ye shall receive a reward. What's that reward? The inheritance that the Yahweh got. Hey, what's that? That entitles a whole bunch of stuff, man. Everlasting life. Having your kids running around and you don't even gotta fucking worry about no predators or nothing. You ain't gotta worry about them being devoured by any wild animal. You know? That spiritual power of the strength that the Lord said He's gonna renew us with, man. All that. I will tell you, take with Colossians 3, verse 2. Yeah, that's what said. Set your afflictions on things above and not the things on earth. That right there, the Lord gave you an instruction on what to do. Right there. He said, take your affliction on things above and not on things on earth. So in other words, he means you set your mind and your heart, your whole being on the Lord. All right, when you do that, then that's when he's gonna give you all your blessings, he's gonna give you your protection. All right. That's why I said look past this place. You know, look past America, aka Babylon the Great. Look past all of the wickedness that you see around you, even though it's gonna afflict you, but he said set your affliction, set your affection. Set your affection on things above. All right. And this is some things that's above that you got stuff to look forward to. This is Isaiah 60 and 21. It says, thy people shall be all righteous. Don't you want your people to be all righteous? You tired of seeing niggas walking around white doing that, making the nation look bad? And we looking forward to that, man, where Jake is just all in one. And I'm talking about one harmony. I'm talking about the Negro, Latino, and the Native American, man, all together. And not at each other's necks, man. And like, we
really think about it, like when the laws are in effect, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Like a lot of Jake could be when you see a lot of bullshit on the internet where Jake sleeping with other men's women, you ain't gotta worry about this shit when the Lord enforces his law. You know, that's what we look forward to. We ain't gotta worry about our woman stepping out on us. We ain't gotta worry about our kids getting kidnapped. You know, we ain't gotta worry about the food that we eat, whether it's poison or whether it's not. You know, that's what we doing. That's why we're doing this thing, man. You know, it ain't just like you know, you got a lot of Christians that treat this word as it's a burden. This word is not a burden, man. It's peace, you know. It's everything in above.
Don't right. They said Los Angeles they have to take the order. That's what we see order. Right. Right now he saw you see chaos. He ever thrives in chaos. We ain't worried about no feminism need. Like Aisha Curry, I didn't want to be married. I didn't want to have no kids. You not gonna do that.
We ain't gonna see no shit like that in the kingdom. We ain't gotta worry about the damn alphabet agenda. You ain't gotta worry about that. You know, you got some people in the alphabet agenda that fucking touch your kids. You ain't gotta worry about that shit in the kingdom, man.
Let's finish reading. This is Isaiah 60 and 21. And thy people shall also be all righteous. They shall inherit the land forever, the branch of my planting and the works of my hands, that I may be glorified. And don't you want to see Jake all on one accord glorifying the Lord? Right. What did the Lord say? Hey, if we all come together and turn to his, he will heal our lands. Hey, we would have been out of here if we was all came together and glorifying the Lord. Verse 22. A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, the Lord, will hasten it in its time. That you know, and then you're gonna have children and have children and have children. You're gonna live to see them all, man. Like Noah.
Right. But like I said earlier, man, like, no worries, too. No worries, you know. Everything in the right order, and I have to worry about, like I said, for instance, like we have to worry about, man, when the holidays coming up. It's gonna be broadcast. We ain't gonna worry about that. It's gonna be, ain't gonna let you know. They said we're gonna be on tune with our Sabbath. Gonna look up, everything gonna be right there on righteous order, man. Like right now, you gotta scramble. You can't really do the Sabbath. You gotta work. You know what I'm saying? You can't really be righteous how you want to be. And that's what we want to be righteous. Say, you ain't worry about nobody celebrating Halloween. You got Thanksgiving coming up. Instead, it's gonna be Feast of Tabernacle. You know, Day of Atonement, Passover, Purim. You know, you're gonna see the high holy days be glorified. We're gonna be on the court with that. And it's gonna be broadcast everywhere. So where you ain't gotta sit here and try to, oh man, I don't know if it's coming. Like it's gonna be way out. You're gonna see it on the calendar. That's the thing right there. But like we be worried about any wicked ass thing. We worried about, man, how to finish the Lord without even trying. You know, like when we not able to keep the Sabbath real, when we're not able to keep it perfect. You know, that right there, that kind of weighs on your spirit. Like I want to do right, but I can't do right because of this wicked ass kingdom. And of course, this wicked ass body we in as well. Right. And what we do, rehearse the righteous acts. So that's big in itself. The majority of our nation ain't doing that. They get ready for Halloween, Thanksgiving, and they want to continue in murder. So they're wicked and defiled. We're not like that. We don't have any mindset. We got a kingdom-minded mindset. Like what we just said right here, we all seek out righteousness. And that's the Lord, he likes that. You got a mindset like that. Yearn and cry for him. You know, that's gonna put the Lord in folks like, okay, my nation's getting right. And I'm gonna put this out right here. This Luke 12 and 32. It says, "Fear not, little flock, for it is your father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom." So the Lord want to give it to us, man. He just waiting on us to get right. So we now what we're doing is we're cleaning our act up. You know, we're putting on like the elect, man. We got that faith going. We're trying to be as righteous as much as we can in these little nasty, decrepit bodies. You know, changing up, we follow the Lord's commandments best of our ability. That right there is some righteousness right there. You know, the Christianity teaches you Lord's commandments done away with. So therefore, you ain't got no guidance, you ain't in spirit of repentance. Like you ain't doing nothing of righteousness. The devil told you, Pastor Portia told you throw all out. And then once you throw it all out, what you do? You start being like an Edomite and follow the customs of the heathen. And then he keeps you away. What does Esau do? Keep you in sin. Therefore, you'll never rise up above him. And that's why the devil's so frustrated that the whole collective is growing. The dope collect is dang near sealed. And we were totally different, man. I noticed in my job, man, Esau could tell I'm a different type of Jake. He can't put on his finger what it is, but he know what it's like. It's something different. You know, we starting to shine is what it is. Because we're so different. And it also makes two nerds not like you. That's all. The baby say, I don't trust no nigga that don't eat pork. Like, what? So then Jake get mad because we ain't on no hood stuff. Man, they ain't gonna rep no set. He a lame. Then he ain't trying to go kill little Ray Rays and sell dope like me. I'm a real nigga. He ain't no real nigga.
This is how you know when you going right is when he thought he didn't start fucking with you for no reason. You know, and that's what that precept Isaiah 59 and 16 or verse 15 when it says he that turned from Lucy paraphrasing, he that turned from wickedness, making himself a praise. Lucy paraphrasing that's what that goes into it. Because you know you're doing right when you doing everything right on your job, and then the devil come around and start fucking with you know, we're trying to find little shit, basically nitpicking just to write you up. You know? That's how you know when you basically following your how about y'all talk to best your business.
That's part of the business.
Right.
You know, that's Esau getting mad because some righteousness showing up. And he can't thrive in a righteous kingdom. He only thrives in darkness and wickedness. So he prefers, that's why they like good things. They really like good things. You know, at a point where they're used. It's now Esau gonna do him in because now he's mad. Come down with Ray Rap. And little Ray Ray is the easiest target. Lord ain't gonna take no little YNs. They ain't got no righteousness on them. So that's why E now like, man, I ain't got no use for you. And now I'm angry, my kingdom is out. So I'm gonna take my anger out on you. All the little ghetto, little ratchet chick, little hoe, she's an easy target. I'm gonna attack you. But then the devil, he shot contact when it come from, you know, a man or a woman of the Lord that got the righteousness on them. He can kind of scared, like, man, the Lord might bubble up on me. You know, I might tread carefully. So then they kind of, like Ox said, they take a little pot shot. Like, that's when they start nitpicking. All right, look, bro, I'll do this and that. Really, I want to go outside and lynch you, but I can't because you're not dumb enough for me to do it. You're smart. Yeah. That might, you know, I'm kind of scared, you know, because that's not used. You know, Esau used to Jake eating out his hand. They pat Jake on the head and son him, tell Jake what it is. I know a lot of 2/3 Jakes, they need Esau to validate their truth. And I'm like, Esau ain't gonna tell you no truth. That's when you're in a bad situation. You're looking for the devil to tell you the truth. And he's not gonna get that to you. Only truth comes from your how about y'all shop.
Y'all good. But yeah, and I like how you said devil too. Like when we always think about devil, what the word devil mean? It means deceiver, slanderer. So if you know this man is the devil, he saw even the so-called white man the devil. If you know he's the devil, why are you expecting the truth come out of his mouth? You know, that's it. He's a forger of lies. Okay, so you can't expect the truth to come out of that man's mouth when that's all he does is lie. He rewrite history. You know, he basically made our power, made Yahweh Shah into a white boy, Jesus Christ. And think about that, man.
No. Oh, man. Yeah, I like what you said, Ak. You like Esau eating his devil. Knowing Esau eating the devil is half the battle. Because when you know Esau eating the devil, you're gonna deal with him differently. That I said, it was in Psalm 83rd chapter. Knowing your enemies, that's half the battle. You know Esau is your enemy. You're not gonna go for stuff. You ain't gonna go to his little cookouts in the barn or go out with a bunch of Edomites so they can lynch you. That's why Jake's getting lynched. There's a lot of Jakes getting lynched because they rolling with their enemy because they don't know who they are.
And the scripture tell you otherwise. Never trust thy enemy.
I was about to say that. If you knew who your enemy was, you can apply Sirach 12. That whole chapter. It goes into what to do with your enemy, man. How to handle it. Never trust thy enemy. Hey, don't set him not aside. Set him not on the side because he seek to take your seat. All of those things you can apply that if you knew who your enemy was. But Jake don't know that, man. They want Esau to help them out and figure out how life should go. And that was the whole problem.
Okay, I'm gonna say this too. You know your enemy is you can finesse. They put you on a higher playing field than him. That's why the Lord said, "Be wise and certain." Well, you know your enemy is you can play his butt and play games with him. You know what I'm saying? It puts on a level playing field.
I do that shit all the time.
Me too.
Hey, my manager, my supervisor be nitpicking went out because you know I be listening to that while I'm at the job and she'll pull up on me and she'll be like, "You're not supposed to have headphones in." So every time she called me, she'd be like, "Why you answer your phone?" Well, I ain't supposed to have headphones. Like you throw that shit right back at them.
They don't like that.
Yeah.
Like, I'll take out sport. Sport motherfucker, I don't like that. You know, they don't like that. I know they don't like that.
You calling me wondering where I'm at. And I'm like, well, you told me I ain't supposed to have headphones. So that's the spirit that said that. I was just like, come on, man. Like when you know who the devil is, like matter of fact, when you apply Psalm 55 and 21, where it said the word is smoother than butter, what was in his heart. Anytime that devil speaks to you, just know that he happy in the back. You know, that's how you gotta treat it.
Yeah, I like the testimony of the God. I did the same thing. When I worked at this little oil company, man, I took Esau up for his own time. One day, you know, he's talking about how he hates Jake. They won't take to be enslaved. And I was like, hey, man, you God, you know, oh, yeah, I believe in God. Y'all know the Bible. Oh, yeah, you do. Give me Revelation 13:10, read that too. And then, because bro, I told him to get mad. He told me why he really wanted, you know, why he hated our people. I got him to get comfortable and tell me, he said he wanted to go back to slavery. And I did get mad. I said, cool. I said, you believe in God? I walked him down. Real easy. I knew he was the devil. I walked him down. He got, yeah, I believe in the Bible. I said, okay. Give me Revelation 13:10. They never read that, turned red, got back, quit, never came back to the job. And then after that, the managers called me in the office because they love that eating. He was a skinhead. They was using me, train him so he can overpass me. But the Lord had, you know, different plans. So they got mad that he quit. They up there questioning him, man, what would you do to Paul? Say what you do. I'm like, oh, look, we up there arguing about that come to work. And I came to work. Is that what we're arguing about? I didn't look at each other. Man, get your smart ass out of here, man. I don't like your ass. You know, but you can beat Esau once you know who he is. And we can think about that. That's grace and mercy from God by child. To give us back our identity, let us know who our enemies are. So that's to put us back in our right mind. So we can navigate Babylon the Great. I said the Lord gave us the clues. He gave us all the instructions we need to beat this devil and to win, to beat all the adversity that's coming. You know, you got to have faith and trust in the Lord. And then he laces you up with the do's and don'ts. Who is who, the genealogy. You get the Bible like a total recall. You know the movie Total Recall? Where you don't forgot who you was. Man, you get into the scriptures and eat the whole roll, and you come out strong as I don't know what. You know, and you know everything. Hey, you got some precog ability. Because the Lord let us know what's going to go down through prophecy. In the land of their captivity, they should remember themselves.
God. And then I noticed also he laces up with wisdom and understanding. If you got knowledge and understanding, it brings comfort. Because you're not over here like, man, what they doing? Like, you know, people in the world, all the Congress is doing this, government doing this, who's that? What's going on? Why they doing this? We're not in that spirit, man. You know why all this is going on. We know what this devil about to do. We looking at Democrats to downgrade the book of the beast. We looking ahead. We looking at the devil like, break up next play. We got the playbook. We like Bill Belichick for the paper. We done spot on the practice. You know the plays. So the Lord gave us a cheat code.
Steps ahead of
God, we had this stuff. Like, man, what you behind schedule, devil? I ain't you.
You gonna be telling him his next move.
God.
Hey, real quick, I gotta read this, man, because it said that, like, cause you know, when my high yard just said, like, that the Lord gave us the cheat code, and really that's basically the ways of the Lord. The Lord gave us the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right, so this is Proverbs 23 and verse 26, and it says, "My son, give me thine heart." All right, and right here, the Lord telling us to give our heart to him, which is our mind. Okay, our mind basically focusing on the scripture. And he says, "And let thine eyes observe my ways."
Like that. Yeah, so I observe my way. God's commandments of the and the holy days. I said earlier, just remember that we Hebrew Israelites. And our Bible consists of what we're supposed to do while we're here. You know what I'm saying? The Lord let us know our purpose is to serve him. You know what I'm saying? The whole duty of man is to keep the law, the whole conclusion of the matter. So now we're not, you know, most people walk in the world, don't even know why they're here. They don't know who they are.
And preacher when he said, "Let the conclusion of this matter fear Yahweh outside." It's the whole duty of man. Fear. That's the first thing he said. Fear, and did the whole duty of man, and then keep his commandments.
Right. When you fear the Lord, that's the beginning of knowledge.
Right.
You know, so then you come to the word, so who you are, right? Your purpose. The Lord gives you your purpose. You're not out here like, I don't know what I'm here. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. know who they are, and they're searching for it their whole lives. And when Esau like people like that, Esau like, I got something to do. I tell you who you are. You're black. You're supposed to be in the hood, sell my drugs. And if he got on a different color than you, kill him. That must be a real nigga. That's the darkness and that's the confusion that the Lord telling you to come out of. And so you women be ratchet. Take your man's money. Right. Mess with whoever got the highest dollar amount. Sow discord among all your people. Be wicked to your children. Beat your children. Make sure they stay down low and be niggas and little hood ratchet chicks. Make sure your children do that too, because that's profitable. That's how you get the money, and that's how the devil keeps everything in a perpetual cycle where he wins. You know, by pushing that false ideology that's not of us. That's the spirit right here. I was just reading Proverbs 23 and 26, but you should bump down 27 and 28. I'm gonna read it. Proverbs 23 and 27, and it says, "For a whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman is a narrow pit. He also lies in wait as for a prey, and increase the transgression among men." And that's that darkness what he's talking about. He thought he was led to bring the woman into that whore nation, and then that woman also leads the man, just like going back into the time of Eve and Adam. You know, he led Adam out of into her like they said, Eve led Adam into losing that blessing. Okay, yeah, basically, eat that food. You know, and that's basically what you can read right here in Proverbs 23 and 27. Okay, because it says a whore is a deep ditch. All right, a deep ditch. That also means what is that ditch? You're going into it's basically your grave. Okay, and then it says, and a strange woman is a narrow pit. All right, and it says she also lies in wait as for a prey, going in that spirit of Esau. You know, Esau pretty much lying in wait too. He set up there to trap as well. Okay, and increase the transgression among men. You know, how many times you have seen with that precept in Shabbat where it says, of the woman became the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. You know, how many times you've seen an example of that? You know, you got a woman that transgressing against her husband, and the husband go kill that man that she slept with. You know, that's a deep ditch that the scripture is talking about. That's that narrow pit. You know, and she set up by Esau. He was so called white man. Go scripture on that. That's what Eve did. The serpent told her you shall surely die. Right? So when she tricked, persuaded Adam to take that forbidden fruit, he went to that deep ditch, man. It brought death onto our nation. You know, and what the devil does, he used the woman to tempt you. And she was tempted. That shows Esau is the number one tempter. And then his buddy, his partner in crime is the woman. He used the woman to make that man and see, how sharp we coming different. We're not tempted by that woman. He said, give not your strength to a woman. So that's why the Lord like, hey, put on the elect. I need my men. But this also says the woman destroys the ways of king. So now we can't, the woman, she'll trick you out your crown. That's right. You know? I got to go back and read that again, right? In verse Proverbs 23 and 26. It says, my son, give not thine heart, and let thine eyes observe my ways. My eyes, your eyes is observing the ways, and what y'all just brought it down. The ways of Yahweh is not going to fall, and he's not going to give his strength to a woman. That is his ways. You know, and so you got the whole world mad about that. Why? Because the whole world hates the words of Yahweh, man. We're in that world that hates, you know, by Hayar. Yeah, so man, right now we looking for that crown too, that rulership. And that's why Apostle Paul said, whether y'all be single, but if you burning, you must get a woman, go ahead and get a woman. Apostle Paul was just dealing with women like that. Y'all trying to deal with women like that. And then when we look at these women, we see why. You see why Apostle and others call them chaos gods. And they are that. And they can't help it because that's the atmosphere that Esau created. Because he let a woman gather a bride. You know, Esau gives a woman the right to do anything. She has the liberty to be as wicked as she want to be. And then the Bible says, ain't no wicked like the wickedness of a woman. So that's why Esau does. That's why he's the king of wickedness, man. Esau. Like, he's the king of evil. Like, he know how to be evil, man. He unleashes the woman to create hell on earth. And that's what they did. And now we got pockets of salvation in heaven Because we got now men that'll put a woman in subjection, like, look here, woman, this is what I'm doing. You either get with it or you get gone. I don't give a damn. God, so we up on our integrity. And I know there's women, hey, women kind of, they say they don't like that, but they do like that. They like, man, this dude here, I can't conquer him. And, you know, because now the Lord's putting us back in our, that's manhood right there. You look at the ancient kingdom, man, King David on them, they didn't play that. You know what I'm saying? Women, hey, after you go childless, talking that noise, you know, I think King David did a woman like that trying to talk crazy to him. You know, she didn't get no baby. And I know that they didn't do that, man. Abraham they called him Lord, man. He had a bunch of, and his wife so much subjection, she gave her maid to get a baby. Like, man, I can't do it. There you go. You know what I'm saying? So we get back into that spirit, man. We're not getting swayed. Like I said, our eye is sinking. We focus on the kingdom. Hey, we telling that woman, hey, you Scottie Pippen, you Robin. You ride shotgun, but I'm running the show. I'm head coach, you coordinator. Either get with it or get lost. Because I want that crown. That crown, hey, that's everything to us, man. We want rulership. We look at passages that was like, well, we can taste the kingdom. We can taste it, man. It's so close. Man, you guys, Esau talking about, I see something in the sky. They call it what, 3-hour Atlas. We don't know if that's real or not, but this devil, he panicking, man. He say he sees stuff coming. We like, man, that might be your house on the way. You know, we'll see when it comes. You know, this devil got AI, so he can fake something. We'll know when it's real. Because the Lord said that every eye gonna see him. So if you roll up with a chariot, they got the whole earth going crazy. You're like, that's your house shot. That's your house shot, because the whole earth gonna tremble when you show up. You know? So it could be. You know, we waiting on that. We anticipating that. You know, the devil talking about something coming. I don't know what it is. He called it an alien. They got everybody talking about aliens and shit. You're like, nah, man, that ain't what that is. They said you can't fool the whole free land. The Lord said it ain't possible. I said, we scrutinize Esau like, nah, this AI. Nah, I seen a little glitch over there. You know what I'm saying? So we heavily scrutinizing this devil. Why? Because we like that dog waiting on the owner. We waiting on the house. We be up and wagging that tail. We seen that car pull up. We heard the dog been waiting on the car pull up. That dog is going crazy, man. Like, oh, yeah, my owner here. That's how we feeling right now, man. We hyped up on Yahweh shot. And Yahweh said he'll send Yahweh shot at that point in time. And like we seeing all the effects of, we just waiting on that MOT that mandatory. That's what I'm talking about. He's looking at which way he gonna advertise. You got Elon Musk, the Neuralink. You got other countries talking about, you can't work unless you got digital ID. You're like, it's coming. And this is one more step, but they go to microchip. Like, okay, we got to tag it now. You know what I'm saying? Now we got to know where yet. We got to trace digital tracing. They need something. They need a sexy way to promote it. And celebrity.
With that little scenario, we know that they're gonna create a chaos just for them to have an excuse to tag. They're gonna use AI to say these women's children got kidnapped. You know, and pretty much if you get your children tagged, so we can trace them, we can find out where the kidnapper is, we can find out where your child is. You know, that's how the devil operates, man.
Right, that's a good scenario too, man. They're gonna use fear. It's always fear. Like, you need to see why not.
Yep.
People don't think they was gonna die. Or if I don't get that juice, I'm gonna die. I gotta go get it. They never kept moving the goalposts. When you need 2 of them, now you need another one every 6 months. Okay, go with this one. This one work. That one don't work. They have you in a utter confusion. Like I said, Craig, they said you doing the hokey pokey. And it took about 7 juices. And still getting it. Devil, well, get it and then put your mask on. I was like, oh man, this devil did y'all dirty on that one. And then it was a bump fake. So now people like, I can't trust something no more. I don't think I'm listening no more. Hey, what that brother on the block say? Let me roll with that. They think like they got it, man. I done did all this. Now I got all these ailments.
And the man of the Lord telling you to trust in how about me all night. That's what we're telling you. We're telling you to fear, because just like the actor said, he's trying to make you fear him. That's also what he's trying to do. So we're telling you, fear the Lord. That's what we're telling you to do. And then put your trust in the Lord. You know, how about me all shot. That's what we're telling you.
They just take everything from the devil with a grain of salt. Like, when I'm seeing that scenario popping up, I'm like, oh, this devil needs some money. That's all it is. And you want to scare people. And you want to hear experiment at the same time. That devil comes a lot with that one move right there. And he's looking to do it again. and do it even better this time. Now he gonna put something in you that's like go be in your body. The devil wants to do transhumanism. They big on that right now. He got a fascination with cyborgs and stuff. He want to turn your butt into a computer. He want to be able to hack into your butt like an IP address and make you do what you say do. Make you stay at home. He want to make you don't get out there and protest. Right now, the devil got people protesting him. You think they like that? They don't like that. They want to put something in your body so where they can program to make you stay home. You know? Or make you do this or do that. And that's the type of power he wants. He want to be like, yeah, how am I supposed to stop? That's what he wants.
I was just thinking that he got a God complex.
God.
He said I was on my he said I was on my throne against the stars of Yahweh outside. I would be like the Most High within Isaiah 14.
God. And that's like twofold. That's going, he trying to be the stars
right.
of Yahweh. So he's trying to be above us, but he's not.
Right.
And then also he's trying to actually put his dwelling in the stars, all these space stations and all this. He's so fascinated going into space. He's trying to get out of there. He's scared. He's not even scared, man. You look at all these billionaires, what are they doing? Shoot rockets up in the air. Why they shoot rockets up in the air? He's trying to hit rockets. He high. He's trying to go somewhere, man. They know these little ICBM missiles gonna hit. They know this place about to get turned into a goddamn a barbecue. The Lord about to burn everything he saw he done made. All of the statues, monuments, all about to get burned up. And the devil knows. He's trying to trick Yahshua not knowing. But the whole flesh, we already know that. I'm looking at Esau like, hey man, you better enjoy your happy hour. Because the Lord about to come smack you up some vicious, man. And he about to go belt the ass on you, Esau. And I know that they don't like you looking at I've been looking at Esau like that, like, you know, they belt on your ass, right? You know that, right? I've been looking at Esau upside his head. That's why they scared me at the job. Like, this dude right here is something else, man. Why you looking at me like that? I'm looking like, yeah, man, you about to get whooped, homie. You know? I'm like, you're not really enjoying your kingdom like you should. You're over stressing over what I'm doing. You better go drink as much as you can. And you got a very short time. And we got next. And that right there, I see up so much, man, to know that we got next. Yeah. It's like having your basketball, you wait until to play the game. You get in, get your run in. I got next. Yeah. And that's how we know we got next, man. Walk, Lord promise. He promised we got next. Like I said, it's gonna be forever. We're gonna run the court forever. We ain't coming out the court. We're like the dream team. Right. We're gonna be through the legs on this devil, dunking on his head. Alley-oop. Yeah, this baby take it. So this devil ain't scoring no more. Right. You know, it's gonna be forever. We're gonna be checked up Esau and hit him in the face with the ball. You know? Hey, he's gonna get clowned. And we are patiently waiting on that. Like I read in that 13 to 10, man, the faith of the saints. We waiting on that, man. They'll reply, man. We rubbing our hands together like what that Birdman be doing, rubbing our hands like, yeah, baby. Yeah, we got next. I'm gonna do it like this, do it like that. So we got plans. We making plans to be in the kingdom of heaven. So you got plans like that. You ain't worried about being in Babylon the Great. You ain't worried about getting no 10-year plan, getting the business going and doing all of this. You know, you do what you can because you here, but we ain't got plans like that. We ain't worried about that stuff.
All we focused on is our daily bread while we
exactly.
waiting on the king.
That's it. And I know that messes up 2/3. They messes it up. They're like, man, you ain't worried about doing this. They're like, no, man. I'm thinking higher than that, man. I'm worried about how my palace gonna look.
Said precepts some things in heaven.
God on earth. God, yeah, that's where we at.
I'm gonna go ahead and
go ahead and pull that out.
Matthew chapter 6 and about the 19th verse.
And there's also one that say, he that delights in thrones and scepters, man. We thinking about thrones and scepters being rulers. Getting that total crown, man. They worried about what Esau's kingdom is and a 10-year plan and getting this type of certain job that make 20, 30, 40, 50 an hour. We heard about it. It's true. Look at that palaces, man. Hey, my backyard marble with diamonds in it, man. I think made of gold, man. You know what I'm saying? Movies in my garments and things of that nature.
This is the book of Matthew chapter 6 and starting at verse 19. And it says, lay not up for yourself treasure upon earth. And it says, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. In verse 20, and it says, but lay up for yourself treasure in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, and where thieves do not break through and steal. So right there in verse 20, it says, lay up your treasures in heaven. All right, meaning your focus should be in heaven. Your focus should be on the kingdom of Yahweh Shai. Okay? And he said, and when you do that, can't nobody steal that from you. That also lines up perfectly with that precept in Revelation where it said, let no man take thy crown. That's what he's talking about.
I got one that kind of goes into that. This is James 1:12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive a crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. And that's what we worried about. We worried about that crown, man. That crown of life, man. Everlasting life.
That crown, that's the focus, man. We focus on that like intensely. Like they got tunnel vision for Yahweh Shah and that righteous kingdom, man. It's like that's all we see and envision, man. And it's so strong and intense that I've been looking at E, man. I've been looking at Esau like I don't give a damn what you talking about, dude. That's like I look at Esau, he can't give me what I want. What I want, only Yahweh Shah can give me that. So I'm looking at Esau like, man, you just in the way. You in the way, dude. And we look for the Lord to go ahead and give us that good reach around. You know what I'm saying? Push his ass out the way. Yeah. And then that precept that you read for God did remind me of a precept of John. I'm gonna read it real quick into John. Find it. John chapter 8 and verse 12, and it says, then Yahweh Shai, then spake Yahweh Shai again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. He that follows me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life. Ooh, I like that one too, man. They went back and forth, man. That's line upon precept. Man, perfect. That's right there. See that your faith produces for it, man. Lord said, walk in the light, and we all walk in the light. That's why I don't have that anxiety these people two-thirds is having, man. I'm not worried. I'm not all woe is me. Like all this stuff that's happening, this destruction of Babylon Great, it brings me excitement. I'm like, yeah, this devil gave 20 billion to Argentina. You get it? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the economy is paid. Yeah. That precept also lined up with that though I walk into the shadow of the what is that? Though I walk in the valley of the shadow of death. Because they said when he said shall not walk in darkness. Well, I mean that you're that light among darkness. When we're in America, it's full of darkness. All right. And then he said, shall have the light of life. All right, the light of life, which the light represents truth of life. Like, man, come on now. What they say, the water truth should set you free? Man, it has, man. Or it's going to. That's what we're waiting on, man. When you get beat up in that chair, you get that new body, that's you making it to the finish line.
Just to go back to what the brother was saying, man, we is looking, we over watching this film go down with popcorn in our feet.
Right.
God, it's like, I was hot when your kid coming. I was laughing at your calamity. We right in the midst of that.
God, we ain't worried about food stamps being cut. You know, a lot of people are.
We don't care about devils shaking their head and doing all this type of stuff like that, man.
This place is
going down.
God, it's over with.
It's over with.
Right. They done lost. We about to win. So we happy. You know what I'm saying?
We don't give a shit about this. But
this is Psalms 121 and 4. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Verse 5. The Lord is thy keeper, the Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. Verse 6. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Verse 7. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Verse 9, the Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from thy birth and even forevermore. You hear that? So it said the Lord said he gonna what? He gonna protect us with his right hands to keep up Israel. So what does that mean? Esau gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're barking, man. These devils is cooked. You know, they ain't out of here. You know, now it's Yahshua all the time. And we about to show him come up. And we loving it right now, man. Hey, you can tell the spirit of Yahweh is strong right now. Real strong. And then, like he said, and the Lord shall preserve thee from evil. He shall preserve thy soul. You know, and he does do that, man. We seen that the brother out there, you know, the devil tried to intimidate him with the gun. Right. And the Lord protected him, man. Did nothing happen. He didn't get no shot off. The gun didn't even work. You know what I'm saying? He out there in the BB gun talking to us. You know, for now, got a little devil quiet over there. Don't want to come over here with that noise.
He stayed across the street talking shit.
Yeah, exactly. They showed him that was a cook, man. They savior Donald Trump, man. He ain't got the juice no more. I predict something bad gonna happen to dude because he's a puppet. He's supposed to influence the people. He's losing his influence. Really, because he saw out of gas. He told me that earlier. Mitch McConnell, he faint like a goat. Every time you ask him a question, he ain't got lives no more. The head of FBI was named Cass Patel. They do like he done sniffed so much powder. Like he just look incompetent, man, and weird. He looked like he got the little kids in his basement. He's the head of FBI. You got people leaving the military, Navy commanders is jumping ship. Like, man, I ain't with this BS you talk about. So he saw the military about to split. We're gonna laugh at that. So he said he got to fight himself, man. And then I seen Ice get whooped in Chicago during that No Kings protest. So I don't see it look good for Ice. The Lord about to bring some hot fire to them. Ice about to get melted. And then look, really, that's just with the people. Wait till the Lord gets spiritual power to the middle of the Lord. Hey, Ice is out of there. Ice is out of there, man. Without a doubt. Yeah, they're gonna be like sheep. We're gonna be like some young lions. When that happens, now I'm about to ask you. God, welcome to our birthday with King birthday to the kingdom. Luke, think that Jeremiah 51:20. Yeah. I go read that real quick. That's what the Lord tell him. He gonna turn it in. That's why we're not focused on this kingdom.
I got one of those scriptures now. This is Isaiah 40 and 31. It says, "The days that wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. It says, and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint." Hey, the Lord said He's gonna renew our strength, man. So what would anybody talking about? The Lord got us, man.
Renew our strength. We need to be renewed, man.
That lines up perfectly with that when the Lord said, "Fear thou not, O worm Jacob." Luke, you paraphrase, because that lets you know, like right now we're weak, as a word. But He said He's gonna renew our strength, man.
He said the least of us should be as King David.
Man, that's the floor. That's strong. King David had to kill 10,000 men. So that's the floor. Oh man, he said I want us to top.
The song King David. King David filled the Solomon his thousands, and David the tens of thousands.
Right, Saul. He's like Saul 10,000. And David his 10,000. That's what made Saul mad. He was like, oh no, you want the kingdom now, man? Call it King David.
So the least of us, that we doing putting 10,000 to fight.
King David took out giants. Down for people that everybody was scared of. They gonna giant everybody.
Lions and bears fighting them just to protect the flock.
And what did King David have that made him so special? He had that faith, man. I'm talking about like big faith, man. King David had faith, like, and he said his cup running over. So it was beyond food. That's how we got to be stuck up that spirit.
And what did King David kill Goliath with? That rock. That rock was representing Yahweh Shah like that. Hey, who was the rock? It's Yahweh Shah.
You coming with that same rock. I'm looking at Esau like, man, lunch me, dude. He shut that noise up and enjoy your king. Place your energy arguing with us. It's already written we're gonna get the kingdom ahead.
Oh, that motherfuckers.
Hey, bust them. So we just patiently waiting on the time at hand, and we know it's coming. Look at the prophecies. This kingdom is shaking down. I mean, it's like the Lord shaking him down. He got Esau upside down and shaking all the change out of him. Like, give it up. He got Esau. What's that movie, Five Heartbeats? Got him dangling over the balcony. He telling Esau, my hours are, my people are. He's still like, that's your Allah. That was a good movie, man. I don't make it like that no more. But hey, I'm gonna did I read this already? Yeah, I did. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get that Jeremiah 51:20.
I had it. Yeah, I had it. You got it already?
Yeah, I can put it up. This is Jeremiah 51:20, and this is something I very, very anticipate too, Joshua. This is one of my favorite precepts, and I'm just waiting on it to happen. This is Jeremiah 51:20 says, "There are my battle axe and weapons of war, for with thee I'll break in pieces the nation, and with thee I will destroy kingdom." Look at the power to destroy kingdom. And he said, breaking pieces the nations, man. That's the heathen. Man, when Jake fly out the sky, supersonic speed and touchdown, and bust everything up. Hey, be ripping apart ice with his bare hands. Man, Esau gonna give it up at that point, man. That's a battle act. We're gonna run through Esau's military. That's why we don't bring Esau's military. The Lord said he's gonna renew our strength and make us a battle axe, man. Brothers gonna have like a critical horsepower. They like Samson. They're gonna be ripping up tanks. You know what I'm saying? Ripping F-18s out the sky. Esau military is really weak and trash.
A short threshing instrument.
God having teeth. You know what I'm saying? Brothers like many brothers that like Dragon Ball Z, hey, you gonna be coming, hey, blast everything out. He's ain't trying to shoot nothing like that. You gonna be running for cover like some ropes. That was scouter. Yeah, you gonna run like, man, we ain't been trying to fight nothing like that. What the hell was that? You know? My favorite cartoon growing up was X-Men. Brothers gonna have Cyclops powers. Hey, brothers got somebody gonna have the power to manipulate the weather. That right there is too much. You know, I can bring a tornado out the thin air, man. You can't deal with me when I'm doing stuff like that. You know? I grew up on stuff like that. That's why he put it in there. X-Men was based off of Yasser Allah. I really got happy and amped up when I found that. Plus, when you watch the cartoon, the humans didn't like the mutant. They was like racist. Hey, get out of here, you mutant. I'm like, we deal with it now. Get out of here, you nigger. You know, so I'm like, man, this is spiritual, man. I never knew why I liked that cartoon so much. Now I got older, I'm saying, oh, that was about us. No wonder. I look at Dragon Ball Z, I'm like, oh, no wonder I like this cartoon so much growing up.
Hey, that was Jake's favorite cartoon growing up.
God, reason like y'all some fun.
I remember
that's what they call us.
I remember my classmates when we had to walk home from our elementary school, like, hey man,
hurry up,
hurry up, get home, let's watch Dragon Ball Z.
God, you know, it's just about spiritual power. That's a real thing. That's not just some make believe stuff. But Esau put it out there in his entertainment, so Jake won't believe in it. Like, this is fake, you know, it's false, all that. When you look at everything Esau built like Superman, he got a Paleo Hebrew name. I now know what Kal El means. Is that name, you know, Jor-El. So I'm like, I know what that means. Hold up. And then he gets power when he in the sun. He got power in the sun too. The S-O-N, not the S-U-N. Like, okay, you know, that stuff makes sense. You know, and Esau can't deal with nothing like that. You got a Superman, he has nothing, no robots. And that's that, we talking about no weapon shall prosper. Man, Esau ain't got nothing to deal with that.
Think about that old Superman when all the bullets just kept shooting at and they be bouncing off of him.
God, missiles, nothing. Yeah. And then our kryptonite was sin. We get the new body, we got sin no more. He ain't got nothing no more. So then he ain't got nothing. All you gotta do is take that L and get to work. You know? Devil, no water today for you. I need my balance this high. I better have some luscious greens. They better be popping. You better pick them apples. Because if somebody come over and tell me you've been slacking, I'm gonna get that royal whip. You know? And it's gonna be a game time on your butt. Esau, that's why Esau's so mad. Like the devil over there barking. He mad. He know he about to go into slavery. They know. They know they cook, man. So what else we gotta do? Focus on that reward. That righteous reward from your house. Don't let nobody knock you off your walk or your goal. Like I brought it up earlier, keep your eyes single and focus, man. If you got a kingdom coming, you got a reward coming. Focus on that. Stay there. You know, try to be stronger every day. Pray more. Just to pray, you know, pray continuously. And we gotta focus on that, man. Don't let nobody. These people, they gonna come with it. The Texas gonna come. They gonna get mad. They're like, man, don't be mean. Like, don't be no Hebrew Israelite. You can see that watching Elder Matazakba in South Carolina. The scoffers coming up out the woodwork. You got to scoff on your page, scoff praise, scoffers coming. They trying to deter us doing what we're doing, the right to work the Lord. They not gonna deter us. I'm looking at it like you wasting no breath. Like, I'm not about to listen to no babble of a dead man or a woman. I'm not about to listen to that. Especially like you up here talking this bullshit at the same time saying the kingdom be destroyed. This kingdom being destroyed. So I'm looking like, hey, I'm getting ready. I'm over here, hey, putting on my armor. Like the Lord said, putting that armor of faith. Like, hey, getting ready for battle. Yeah, like, man, what you talking about? Man, you up here. Hey, it's like a retarded person talking to me, man. Crackhead babbling.
When Noah was building that ark, and they was over here saying, oh, it ain't gonna rain. You know, they over here mocking them and stuff. Hey, we coming in this thing, like, okay. Hey, yeah, shit. Just like how y'all just said, like we putting on our armor, and you sitting over here scoffing, okay? Well, I'm getting ready.
You see, the prophecy is like that rain. You see the prophecy coming to pass? Yeah. All the structure in place, that's like raindrops. The devil said, cut food stamp. Oh, that's raindrops. Yeah, that's rain right there. You know, the devil talking about cut section 8. Oh, that's raindrops right there. Okay. So we did make this spiritual art. So when the time comes, man, Lord willing, we close that stuff up and we be safe. You don't have everything we need. And all the scouts will be out there talking about, oh, we sorry. What's his name again? What are we again?
Yahweh Shah called him a hypocrite anyway, because he said you can discern the time, the signs of the season, which is basically going into all the different weapons, but you can't discern the times of the signs of the time, the times of the prophecy. Luke paraphrase. You know, and then how is that? You can tell when it's getting ready to rain. You can tell what season we in, but you can't tell by the prophecy what's getting ready to happen.
Because they don't read it. Right. They don't know. That's why he said, what he say, those that reject knowledge, you know what I'm saying? I reject me. Right. They didn't never read about the Bible. You know, don't read the Bible. I'm gonna listen to Pastor Porchop. I'm gonna listen to TD Jakes. I'm gonna listen to Joel Osteen. I'm gonna listen to Creflo Take My Dollars. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they ain't get it. So I do get it why they can't discern the time. They don't know the time. Yeah. They don't know. And they're not knowing it's gonna be a penalty into that. But us, we know. We know the movie. They said they don't know the name. They don't know what he wants. They don't know lost family. They don't know nothing. Really, they're dumb. They're side of children, and they do that because they're unfaithful. And they're under the sway of their enemy, Esau, they're the father. So they got to know Yahweh by pain. We already know Yahweh by Yahweh. So Lord willing, we ain't got to feel that pain. We just gonna get redeemed and placed in that righteous kingdom. Translate. They're gonna have to come through. Hey, I'm at the bus one off in a Israelite or whatever woman, and you gotta come back, and then you will be right. But you couldn't get right with all of the craziness going on. You're too distracted. Us, we're not distracted. We see the king with our spiritual eyes. So they ain't got no spiritual eyes, therefore they can't see the king. And if you can't see the kingdom, you can't see your reward. If you can't see your reward, you're gonna look at what Esau gonna reward you with. His reward is all corruptible. It's all gonna get burnt up. Said the way to sin is death. God, that's gonna lead. That's Esau's reward. Is death. You just get to die. You know what I'm saying? That's all the devil can give you is death, man. He can't give you no life. Life comes to Yahweh. He said, I come to give you life for abundance. This is paraphrase. No, that's what we looking for. We want life, not death.
Yeah, that precept you talked about before Yahweh Shah said that, he said, the thief comes to kill, and destroy. He said, I came to give life. And, you know, he said that the true person, the true prophet that sacrifice for the sheep. You know, that this is us giving that sacrifice. We're making our body living sacrifice. We're basically coming in the same spirit as Yahweh Shah. He sacrificed himself for us, but we're turning around, we're doing the same thing. We're sacrificing ourselves for Yahweh Shah. You know, the same spirit. I got one more. Which is that Matthew chapter 6 and verse 22. And he said, the light of the body is the eye. If therefore thy eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light.
I got one more. This is 2 Peter 1, and I'm gonna start at 3. It says, according as his divine power has given unto us all things that pertain unto life and of godliness, through the knowledge of him that have called us unto glory and virtue, whereby are given unto us exceedingly great and precious promises. And so the Lord given us exceedingly great and precious promises. It says that by this ye may be partakers of the divine nature, and that's the kingdom, man. That's everything that the promises contain. And it says, having escaped the corruption that is in the world through lust. I like that.
Very good precept. With that being said, you brought something up to my memory. Right off there, right there. You said it 96. Chapter,
Yeah.
33, my precept. Right off there, right there. That's like I said, that's enough, man. Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. And it said, but seek you first the kingdom of Yahweh and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Woo! There it goes. That's the word, man. Seek that kingdom first, and all the things will be added unto you. And what is that? That comes with the crown. What comes with the crown? Rulership. And that's going to be a righteous kingdom, man. And that's the thing that we desire. You know, we want to be joint heirs with our Lord and Savior, how we shine. And I got to read this verse 34 too, because it said that. It said, take therefore no thought for the morrow, for the morrow shall take, so like you said, for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself, sufficient unto the day of evil thereof. Right? And it says right here, it said, take no thought for tomorrow. So even when you're going through all of those trials and tribulations, the Lord said, don't worry about that. Because he got you. You know? He got you, man. Even when you read up a little bit in the chapter, it tell you that he took care of the birds. Now, how much more of you? You know? That being said, you know, look, that edifying, and we'll give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh. Shalom, Yahweh, baby. Hey, Shalom. So the Akim Aqua from the comment board. Hey, stay locked in, baby. Stay locked in. How y'all's cooking on the way. Shalom.
The water for tuning in. The water for tuning in.